What is up, my dudes? Today I'm going to be doing a few bike things and I thought I'd show you guys. So first off, yesterday was the last indoor training on the bike. So I brought all my stuff back, bike trainer, back from the U of M where we store all the stuff in the winter. And if you guys hadn't noticed, I was riding my Cannondale Cat X on the trainer instead of my Emonda just because I don't know, I didn't want to ride my super nice bike on the trainer all winter, just so I didn't hurt it or get more wear on everything. So I just had my regular road tires and just kind of a shitty tire on the back that would just get worn down. I don't actually use a trainer tire because I don't know, don't feel like paying for one. So I'm just gonna be swapping over my nice gnarlier tires back onto my Cat X so I can ride it outside. It is still pretty snowy out there. Whoa! Holy smokes. Well, anyways, trust me, it's really snowy outside. I'll go to this window. I don't know why my camera wants to make this so white. But anyways, there's still a little bit of snow, but most of the roads and kind of paths and sidewalks have all the snow melted off of it. So that's kind of telling me that I'm going to be able to ride my Cat X pretty soon. So I want to put my tires back on. I am going to have to buy new tires eventually when I want to race because the bike came with 35s. And here in Manitoba, you have to have 32s to race in cyclocross if you're not racing in the open category. So I'm going to be doing that, and then today later on I'm probably going to go do some mountain biking with Josh. Hopefully you guys remember him from videos in the past. We're going to go do some mountain biking out in the snow. I'm not sure how it's going to go because I know there's a lot of ice and melted water and stuff all over the place. But hopefully it'll be fun and make it kind of a cool video. But first off, I'll just start off by throwing on my tires and doing some work on the Emonda as well. So you're going to want to stick around for that. Alright, so we're just going to start off in here. I'm going to bring in my Cannondale and just throw my old tires back on. And then I got a few plans for the Emonda here because I'm getting ready to sell this bike. If you're doing something like this, make sure you check on your tire which direction it should go. On these tires, it goes one way for the front and the other way for the back, and I almost put the front one on backwards. So make sure you check that. Here it says right here, front, rear. This wheel and tire combination is really tight and they're getting hard to put on. Probably gonna cheat and use some tire levers to get the tire on. Sometimes if you have tires and wheels that are really tight and hard to get on, you'll have to pump them up to a pretty high pressure to make sure they seat. With this one, there's one spot here where the bead is not sitting completely flat on the rim, and even though I'm at the 35 psi or so that I would like to run, I'm gonna have to keep pumping it up more just to make sure that this spot gets the bead seated right on the tire. And you should hear some sort of pop when that happens, and it's kind of scary, but don't poop your pants. So here, kind of just as an example, this is the type of tire I used on the trainer So instead of buying a trainer tire, I just used kind of an old crappy tire. This one was pretty worn down in the middle and it has a bunch of little nicks and stuff, so I wouldn't really want to ride this on the road, but it makes a good trainer tire and saves me 70 bucks for buying a legit trainer tire. So that's kind of what I do, and that's probably the most cost efficient way to do that if you guys want to do it too. Just save an old tire that's not really good for the road anymore. But anyways, I'll throw that back on, or throw my old tire back on the back wheel. I'm also going to change my skewer because I had a trainer skewer, so yeah, I forgot about that, but now that I'm taking off the back wheel, I remembered. It feels a lot better to have these tires back on this bike. It looks so much better, a lot more beefy, and I'm excited to go ride this. I am going to be changing this bar tape because I kind of hate it now, but yeah, that's it. So I'm just going to be putting on the pedals back on. I have kind of these dual, like one side is flat, one side is clip-in pedals, because I do use this to commute to school. So I'm going to be throwing those on, and then probably just throwing on a tire back onto the Amonda, because I used its front tire on there just for the trainer, because I didn't want to have like one knobby tire and one not knobby tire. So I'm going to throw that back on there. Just realized my pedals are super dirty from last year, so I'm just going to throw some cleaningness on here. Cleaningness, yeah, that totally made sense. Make sure that if your cranks take pedal washers, make sure you have some, so I just put one in there. I'm not 100% sure if these are supposed to have pedal washers, but I have a few extra ones, so I just threw them in anyways. Now, just in case you were worried, there actually was grease on the threads and left over in the crank, so that's why I didn't put grease on there. But if there wasn't, you're going to want to make sure you add some grease to your pedals before you put them in, so you can actually take them off. Okay, so next up I'm just going to be throwing on a front tire onto my Amonda to get it ready to sell, because it is going up for sale, or it is already for sale at this point. So if you're in Winnipeg and you want a new road bike, hit me up, you can buy it. That is only for sale because I have something else planned that I'd really like to get, and I'm sure you guys will like it, and like it probably even more than this bike. So hopefully I can get rid of this before the race season starts, so I can buy a new bike and race on it. But if I don't, this is an awesome bike too, and I wouldn't mind riding it for another season. But so yeah, so I'm just gonna throw on a tire. So there we go, the Amonda is ready to ride or to sell. So basically just did a bunch of little maintenance on some of my bikes there, getting them ready to go outside. In 2 weeks we're going to be riding outside. This upcoming week we have a kind of transition break week where we don't really do anything, just kind of smaller stuff on our own, and then afterwards we're going to be hopefully riding our road bikes outside. If not road, I'm definitely going to be taking out my cyclocross bike, my Cat X, or my mountain bike, or both. So definitely going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully Josh and I end up going for a mountain bike ride today. That's going to be really fun. A couple days since I filmed the first part of this video. Josh and I didn't actually end up going out for a bike ride, which is too bad, but I wonder if this is really dirty. But anyways, I'm taking my Cat X out for kind of the first ride of the year. It's not as dry as I was hoping for it to be, but there's still quite a bit of snow here, and I'm getting pretty dirty. It's a lot of fun though, just a little bit harder to get through the trail than I was anticipating, but whatever, it's a lot of fun. So I'm just gonna take you guys along for this little ride, have fun on the Cat X. Since the last video, I actually did replace the bar tape with this fluo like yellow color that kind of matches with the rest of the bike. I know I mentioned that I wasn't really liking the last bar tape. It had kind of a cool pattern, but it wasn't very comfortable. It was really thin, so I decided to switch it out, and I think it looks pretty sweet. So I'm gonna keep going on this ride, probably get a lot more dirty. I just started, and I'm already super dirty, and the bike is dirty, but whatever, that's all part of having fun. So I'll take you guys along, and we're gonna do a bit of riding.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, that was a lot of fun. I definitely got my new bar tape all dirty already, but it's totally worth it. A lot of fun. I can't wait to keep riding my cross bike in the summer when there's not actually snow just like completely slowing me down. But that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you'd rather see more cycling videos or like road cycling, cyclocross, mountain bike. Let me know. I do all those things, and I'd like to film all of it, so let me know. And anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video, and never stop trying.